Hello, beautiful people. And today is a day I never thought would come in the last couple of weeks. It's a day of the big test. So we got the air working yesterday, and we got all the barrels. So there's no media in it yet. That is unfortunately going to have to wait until next Thursday we get paid. So that's the last thing left to buy. And we can then reinstate the competition, which is good. But anyway, yeah, with all the delays we've had the last couple of weeks, the little mishaps, the hole in the liner, the skimmer, pump, and then having to wait for the valves, and then have to wait for the air hose, which turned up yesterday. So despite the rain, we did get everything sorted, did get the air on. So that's working alright until I turn on the valves for these two. Then it stops working. So I reckon that is the pressure difference between having to push air down through water and air through no resistance. So you're ready to turn the big valve and let this baby fill up. So get down with my ladder, and I haven't made this very easy for myself, have I? Oh, I'm gonna have to go around the other way. Hang on a second. So yeah, just ready to turn that valve. So the air is pushing quite a good current. I don't know if you can see that. It actually pushes a decent current on its own. So we've got one less thing left to glue on, and that is that bad boy, which is the outflow. So water pump's hooked up. It's not switched on yet. So let's go for this. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, bugger. Here we go. Listen to that bad boy. She comes. Right, we're pissing out somewhere. Turn that off. That's a good start. That's a fucking wicked start. We'll turn that one off as well. Didn't even know they were open. There's no leaks there. There's a bit of water there, but I think that's from the rain last night. Alright, how are we doing? How are we doing? We should flow up. You should float. We're flowing. We're flowing up and out. We're getting up and out. Not quite. Oh, come on. It should be lower, so we should be able to do it. Listen to that. Working. Come on, baby. I'm designing my head on a fluffy piece of paper. There's a drip there, and that screw hole. I can see that. Make this easier to Carlos. Right, we're dripping out of these screw holes. Fuck's sake. That's because I tried to change the different screws and then couldn't get the new ones out. Alright, so that's going to have liquid black put round them. I'll sort that out. We'll do that in a minute. Right, how's this bad boy doing? Yeah, filling up. Not doing too badly on the level. This is working. Not as much flow as I thought there would be. Give it a bit time. I'm not really leaking out of any of these ones. No, because they're the original screws. Alright, anything. Right, let's shut this video down for a second until we get this barrel full up. Why it's not filling up? Oh, it is filling up. Yeah, it needs to go on it now. Now that it's released to there, it's filling up. Right, so let's save a bit of video and come back when it's full up. Alright, we are getting a bit of bleeding from that. It seems to be the actual sealant. So I need to seal that up. So what I'm doing, as you can hear, is bringing that barrel down. We switched the valve off. Yeah, we switched that one off. It was working alright as well. It did get to the level of where the water level in the pond was the same as the barrel. So we are going to need to top up a bit more to keep that water level higher so it works properly. Keeps coming through. So what I'm going to do now is bring this out, seal that up, let it dry for a bit, and then we'll run another test. We did get the screws. Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we've got them covered. And that seemed to stop most of it. Oh, bring that out the barrel. Lock it. Right, set that out. And we're ready for take 2. So I've gone around all of these. They've all got sealant around them now. It's a little bit tacky, but it's still dry. It's dry. It should hold. A bit more around the bottom. There it was dripping. We've tightened this up. And we've gone around every single one of those and put a dollop of MS300 in all of the screw holes, so we don't get any problems like we did at the start. So let's go. Let's try number 2. See where we go. 1, 2, 3. Come on, baby. Right, so how are we doing? Don't see anything appearing at the moment. Goes. Set up. There we come. Ah, there. That one. Right, there's the MS300. Oh, down from quite a few drips to 1 so far. La la la, la la la. Son of a bitch. How are we doing on the others? You little fucker. One at the top's doing it as well. Is that? My finger. Sure that That's a drip on the other bloody side. There's a drip here as well. Seen the drip. Alright. Oh, it's better than it was. Alright. Sort those out now. Alright, I'm down to just 2 little drips now. Where it's seeping through. So, right at the bottom there. 2 little lines you'll see. I think what I'm going to do is leave it today. Because it's still. I block it from one place and it comes out another slightly different area. Now this one, the 2 barrels were done before. We learned that, oh fuck's sake, we learned that using a wipe to seal it round actually better. So what I do is I let that, see if that goes off today, test it, because that's not too bad. We can test the system, test everywhere else, and then switch it off today till later on tonight. Let that dry overnight, put another layer of sealant over it, and hope that holds. Alright then. It's time to let it go through to the pump. Open up that one. Let's open up that one. Oh shit. Who designed this fucking thing? There we go. I had that full through. And we're getting more water coming through here. Fucking polystyrene. Fucking stuff. Still. Back in about 20 years' time, I'll still be getting polystyrene around this area. Right, so I reckon now, at the water level, it's right down, is now at the water level there. So let's fill it up. Right, so I just put the pump on. Now stupid EA have set it to 100 to come straight on, so I have to quickly press it. And we've got it on at 10% now. That's why you can see there's fucking water everywhere. Good job I didn't see it happen, because I would have gone absolute schizo. Alright, let's sort this ladder out so I can see just how much is coming out. 1 second. Right, so what I've done is I put this little patchy thing over, make the water level a bit higher. We've also gone in here and we put a big patch over 4 of the holes, just temporary, see if that makes any difference. And that will dry off, and then we'll fire it back up again. Right, where else were we leaking? There's water coming there, isn't there? That seems dry. Where's the screwdriver? I tighten those up and then I jump out. Oh, it's lovely in there. Absolutely lovely. Ah, people, we've been battling this E8 UV now for the last hour. Trying to get these off. Finally got the last one off so I can get some plumbing tape around it. And this is what I mean about Evolution Aqua. Make fantastic pieces of kit. You put all their money in that into this bit, and then the bit that's really important, like a connector or a piece that holds it all together, they skimp and they say, and they give you something piece of crap. It's like 10p, 50p to hold it all together. Why they do it, I don't know. They do it with the Easy Pod. I found it with the bearing pump that I've got. So what these come with is flexi hose. Now most people, when they build a pond, they build it with plastic pipe, not flexi hose. So why can't EA spend a little bit of cash to make a proper one that fits, to put in for plastic pipe? Because what you have to do is you have to go out, you have to buy something. It's not an EA product. It's made by a company you don't know or never heard of. This one is Astor, made in Italy. I suppose it's better than made in bloody China, but there we go. There you go, see? So this doesn't quite fit the thread properly, doesn't go all the way up, so you're left to mess about. And someone did say that a 2-inch rubber boot would go right over that, but I'm using 1.5-inch pipe, so somewhere down the line I'd have had to have a reducer somewhere, and there wasn't enough pipe work between that and the valve and the pump to do that. So we've had to do all this malarkey just because EA are too tight to give you a proper screw-in fixing. Flexi hose. It's a bit like Sony giving you a PlayStation with controllers made by Astor. Never heard of them. We're going to give you a brand new PS4 or PS5, and we're going to give you controllers made by Argos or something. They don't do it. They give you proper controllers, so you're happy. Alright, trying to screw this back in and get it fixed back on. Okay then, we're ready. Give this another go. Alright, after an epic 2-hour battle with that UV, to get it all tightened up again, get it all back on, get some plumbing tape around it. This I've got to take off as well. Ain't that smooth. So every time I get in there, that gets me in the guts. Now I have to lift myself up, slide myself down, And then I can't breathe. So I'm a bit out of puff. Right then. Please don't leak. Here we go. Gosh. It comes. It's coming. It's coming. Please do not leak. Please do not leak. How are we doing? A little wait. Where's all these leaves come from? There she goes. Boom. That works pretty well. Right then. Not going to jinx myself, but ah, you bastard. Where? That screw. It has to be the one that's right up fecking back. Doing on this side. Right, it's just above the. Oh. One tiny drip is coming from the screw that's right at the back. Ah, you bitch. Yeah, one tiny drip. Oh. Right. Cow versus the drip that won't quit. This is like, I'm into three figures with counting. There's got to be something like 1,000 attempts to stop this fucking drip. You get it in one place, it comes out in another. It's vastly pissing me right off. It's like a fucking war of attrition. We've tried glue, we've tried absolutely everything now. So have I not gone through enough with this pond already? I just want it to work. I just want to have the cheese. So fuck off! Now it's right up there again. What the fuck? Done all that bit up there. Why is it? Why is it fucking? I'm into thousands of goes to get this right. To get this fucking drip. Clean that up so I can know if I've won or not. Cannot see where it's coming out from. Yeah, this is becoming like trench fucking warfare. I can't get it from the outside. So, sat down and I had a cigarette, and Dad had an idea that put a patch around it on the outside. That's not possible because they're glued together. But that idea has given me an idea. Oh, I just stand up. Right, if I can get a piece of line-up patch over that, down the pipe, and go from the inside and start putting some sealant on round on the inside and see if that works. The grid's coming up. I might have to cable tie that way. Alright, so we're going to drain the water out and then put a patch on the inside. I think cut a patch out, big large patch, got a hole in the middle of it, thread it down, thread it all the way down along the pipe, push it against the wall and patch it from that way. We'll try and seal the screws from the inside as well and see what we can do from there. Because this is not working. I put the sealant in one place, that holds it there, and it comes out in another place. So I put the sealant in that place and it takes a new place. Then we're back to the original place and it's been going on and on and on. This is day 2 or 3 now of trying to bloody combat this fucking drip. Bit of me is saying, how much fucking water am I going to lose per day from that one tiny little drip? It's not the point. I want it so it don't drip. And now to make it even take the piss even more, we seem to be leaking on the other barrel. So, fucking nuisance. Alright, let's combat this. That's my patch ready to go. We had a massive battle trying to get that out. Eventually Dad got it out. And there's now more water to drain out of there. And I've gone first around all the screw holes is what best I can get at. And we've put sealant in those. We've put sealant again around on the inside. And then after that, we're going to put that patch on. Seal that to it. And hopefully, we win this bloody battle. Win the war against the drip that won't quit. You can see right now, it's not actually dripping. It's because it's below, and the water line's below, I should say. But what is happening is, I keep moving this barrel, the barrels, the connection, I'm getting a drip between there, so I've sealed that one up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to empty that one and we're going to seal all the inside again. I don't think that one's bad enough for a patch, but where the barrels are moving. And then after that, we've got to look at the skimmer line because that seems to have been leaking as well. So I think we'll take the skimmer off, the ball valve off. We'll get some PT tape in there, and then yeah, okay, that's going to be difficult to get off because I can't move the barrels now. So yeah, which is why I wanted the gap between that and the skimmer, but it didn't quite work out. Yeah, none of it's quite worked out how I wanted it to work out, but we'll get there. Yeah, we are on the verge of cracking, but we'll get there. Covered in bloody black gunk again. But I ain't gonna lose this war. I put too much into this, too much art, too much salt. Never mind money. Money don't matter. It's the effort. It's what it means to complete it. Fail, it means nothing. But just more defeat going into my mental health. We can't have that. We gotta win. So I'm going to take a quick break, drain this water off, patch it up, let it dry off for today, sort the skimmer line out, and then I think we'll start tidying the shed and stuff like that so we can get in there. Alright, catch you in a bit, guys. Hey, I have laid down the challenge. That is the best I can do. Shit loads of CT1 on that now. We ran out of MS300, we ran out of gold shot, so I had to go and get CT1. And then what I did is I took the nozzle off the end of it, squirted a big load into my fingers, and worked it round. The only problem is, can't get right to the bottom. But I've got an extra around the inside. Might be able to push some more of the sealant down to the bottom, but I don't really want to touch it. It's looking good at the moment. Yeah. You can see I get halfway down, 3/4 of the way down, and I can't reach. There is sealant on the inside of it, but we was running out. So the challenge is there, and then what I'll do is, that's almost dry. In fact, it is dry. And I'll whack a load more on the outside. And now we're going to come back this one for now. I don't think it's going to need a massive patch on the inside of this one. If we can just get through to the screw holes, seal them round, try and get a seal around the edge again. Yeah. Right. Determined not to get beaten. And I think after that, we'll let it all go off today. Try again tomorrow. And what I'll do for the rest of the day is have a go at the skimmer line and the ball valve there. That one down there seems fine. That one's fine. We've done the UV. Yeah. It's got to resist the temptation to go, oh, it's almost dry. And let it run through and it's not completely sealed, so I think I'll crack on with the shed. And if I can get to my decks and have a few tunes, that'll cheer me up. So I will crack on and show you the skimmer. Get there in the end. Ball valve and skimmer. We'll show you that in a minute. We'll tackle this. Right, left hand barrel. He's next. And then we'll do the skimmer. And then we'll call it quits for the day on the pond. Alright, then. Catch you in a bit. Well, I have sorted that out. Back there. So you can see. I was trying to unscrew that. I actually screwed it the wrong way and actually managed to tighten it up a bit more. So I did, as I threw in some sealant around there. Yeah, it looks shit, but hopefully that's going to hold. Let me just see if there's any. Yeah. There's still water there though for some fucking gay reason. Alright. towel in a minute, dry that off and see if that water comes back. If it does, we know that we're still fucking leaking. I can't tighten that ball valve anymore. It's practically impossible to get there. We'll sort that. Is that sealant or is that? That's fucking water there. So that means it's. Oh, fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. This whole fucking project is now pissing me right off. Give me a fucking break, for fuck's sake. You're fucking everything into this. Oh, looks like we'll have to get some more sealant than that. Oh well. Anyway, everything else is looking alright. There's nothing coming through there anymore. Just seems to be a little bit wet on the top of the pump there. Why, I don't know. Dry that off in a bit. See if it turns back up. It turns back up, now we're still dripping. Anyway, so the pump's in. That's all sorted, hopefully. And what we're waiting on now is for everything else to dry up. While I was saying about Evolution Aqua products, I'll show you the next thing, just about. No, vary pump, 200 quid for the least smallest one, yeah? Excellent piece of kit, great motor, lasts for ages, well built together, but when you come to the bottom thing that sits it on, it's just a crappy piece of plastic that barely slides onto the bottom of the pump. Every time I slid it on when I first got it, it just kept falling off. I did it about 10 bloody times, and I realised, get it in properly, hold it, and then put it in place. It's kind of like Rolls Royce building a luxury Phantom or something, Silver Ghost, £500,000 worth of car, and then letting IKEA decorate it out. Just don't happen. Yeah, you need to sort it out. Just because it's the thing that the pump sits on, make it bloody properly, for Christ's sake. Easy Pod's the same, that's connected by Flexios. And some bits of it are really hard to clean out. Yeah, sort it out. Cost what? An extra tenner. If it costs an extra tenner to put a decent plate on it, foot plate on it, put it on it. And 50p's worth of bloody plastic. It's probably made in bloody China as well. We all know what we think about Chinese products. Anyway, back to this drip. Yeah, I'll dry that out. Yeah, there's a bit of sealant there. It's so hard to get my finger in there though, to get it in the right place. I'll put some more in there because I couldn't get to remove it to put some plumbing tape in. That's what I wanted to do, but it just weren't happening. There's too much water coming out. I couldn't undo the bottom of the ball valve. So in the end, while I was trying to untighten it, I managed to tighten it. Turned it the wrong way. So sealant was out, I had to put in it. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. Call it quits for today. It's now 5 o'clock this time. It's been doing my head in all day, this project. Need to just relax. Let's get this. Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, the lid won't come off. Come on. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Right, so in there we've got the patch on. I'm hoping that's going to hold. If it don't hold, I don't know what to do. Probably have to take everything apart. Now, in order to remove the barrel, I'll have to take that off. There's still a bit of moisture under there as well. What I'll do is I'll get some liquid black and go around that CT1. Yeah. The trouble is I've only got about 2 big wipes left. I used bloody loads today. Should have got some more, shouldn't I? But there we go. Right then, take a look at that and then we'll call it quits. So I'll catch you in a bit, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Well, good morning, beautiful people. I suppose here we go again. Day 3 of trying to get this damn thing not to leak. Now, it's like overnight we've had a bit of rain. So now I can't tell the difference between what's just wet and what's actually leaking. Get these lids off. Oh, you. Yeah, gotcha. Well, that seems to have gone off pretty well. What we'll do is just damp inside, but feels like it's gone off alright. What I'll do, I think, is we'll fill this first one up a little bit, sort of like halfway, and then yeah, we'll fill it up halfway, see if it leaks, and we'll tackle this barrel first before we let this one fill up. Right, now let's find everything and put it all back together. And that was a battle getting that grid back in. After yesterday, I'm completely exhausted, both mentally and physically. Right, where's the microphone? There it is. Right. Good job I didn't make that sold up well, did it? Alright, there we go. Right then, you son of a bitch. I need an easy day today. Are you going to give me one? I need you just to go in, fill up. Right, that's all clean and dry. Right. Hang on a minute. I already feel a fucking drip. Make sure there's nothing around there. Right, you bastard. Alright. Gently does it. Right. Okay, just above the patch. Come on. Come on. Come on. And oh shit, there's loads of air. Which means air comes out, water goes in. Oh, really couldn't do it that well yesterday. Let's see what we've got. A couple of minutes. Come back to you. Well, that's 2 minutes so far. Try. Ah, please, come on. Alright. It is now 8:55. I'm going to have a cigarette. And we'll come back 9 o'clock, 9:05. Feed me fish. And then we'll see. Right then. These guys have had their munch. Those guys are having a munch as well. Let's see. It's what now? 9 minutes past 9. Please. Oh, fuck. There's a telltale drip line. Right. You can see it. Yep. Right. Definitely seems to be slower than yesterday. That's a lot slower than yesterday. Alright. Now, I'm not going to bugger about putting any more sealant there now. I think that's alright. And we come to investigate that and tighten those up. These barrels have got to come off. So I think what I'll do is when I get the barrels off, it's going to be easy to get around that other side. I think it's still that screw hole. Let's screw around the back. So, as we empty the barrels out, take them off to investigate that, we will, if I can get round them all, get round the right side of it, easier. We'll go for another load of sealant once we've taken the barrels off. So that's not bad, look at that. We know it's leaking, but that's been what? A minute now? 2 minutes? I can just see it starting to, the drip starting to form. Very, very slow. So, although we didn't 100% combat it, we seem to have done some damage. And the rate it's coming out. So, we'll leave that and then we'll test that. There seems to be a drip over the back there somewhere. I've seen something drip. That's all going to have to be tightened and looked at, that skimmer line. It seemed to be fine at first, before yesterday. Right, let's let this water go through to the next chamber. Right, that's the pond topped up. Safe it up for the next valve. That's alright, that is. I'm sure a decent amount. happy with that. Getting there. Getting there. See that one going. I'm getting close. Oh, coming through a bit. How are we on here? Oh, that's below what the water's gonna be. Because that should be just under the surface. Right, that seems to be maxed out. So I'm doing now, let's fill it back up a little bit. And then I've got to go and put the phone on charge because the battery is about dead. And then I'll show you a bit later on. There we go, working. Now that's not bad, considering we're only a tiny little percentage of what we could be at. Oh, we're starting to come through. Hopefully that flow rate now is going to allow us to drip through. And the other idea is to take out the bags and just have it going through the gravel. It's filling up. It's getting a bit full. No, we're going to dribble. That must just be coming through. Not with there. Come on. Oh, it's getting very, very close to the top. Just want to come out a bit more. It might be a case of taking that one out of its basket. So it's only got the gravel to get through then. Ah! Failed. Alright, let's turn it off. Now, I've got a small pool of water there. Now, whether that is from up here somewhere, or from it dripping off of the back there, I'm going to see there's a little bit there on top of that back piece of wood. I won't be able to see until I get around the other side, but I think that puddle there is closer, and then that piece of wood is. So I think that's two separate leaks. I have to figure out what it is. Still got the drip going through. There's a tiny one still on that side now. Yeah. So I think I'm going to save it until I move the barrels off. I'll have it running once we can get it going without flooding everywhere. And then, yeah. Right, so I've got one plant, that one now. And plant them back in without the bag and see if that works. Now then, guys, that's going to be pretty much the end of this part episode. Now, I have managed to get that there down to a drip. So, I think tomorrow's task, basket in the corner, replant that, take it out of the bag. It's in one of those canvas, like pond plant bags. See if that helps the gravel coming through, because that is the best I can do on the outflow. It's just bloody pathetic. I really thought it was going to come through more than that, but what else to do? The other thing to do would be to put some 90s in the top there, so it just, and the water's going to come through the top. It's not going to go right, it's going to go through the gravel, but yeah, so there's less water. Even though I've made a hole for the gravel for the water to go through around the exit hole. Have a look at that one tomorrow. Possibly have a look at that one as well, but that one comes out, goes in the bottom, so that's fine. Yeah. Oh well. And anyway, we've got that down to one drip. This is going to wait until I can take off the roll valve and sort that end out. And that drip down there, I worked it out. It was coming out the top of the Bakki shower, the splash. So we've got the lid on the top now. So hopefully tomorrow morning that should be dry. The both barrels are going to wait, like I said, and that's pretty much it. Slowly getting there through these test days. I think it'll probably be, we'll have a go tomorrow. I don't really want to get any more tests on my video, because unless it's something major happens, because it's just dragging it out. The next episode I wanted to be showing you the pond from start to finish on the build and putting the fish in. So that's hours are gonna wait. That drip down there, so I missed that one. Drip on the underside of that pipe, that's gonna wait till the barrels come off as well. So it's just a case of shutting it down, and we will see you in the next episode. Peace, love, and out.